ways. Goodbye to the nosebleeds. You fighting to stay.
The winter is over. It's time for Formula One 2025. Yes, that long break that you've all been coping with so well can now be put to the back of your minds. It's on-track action and it's off-track drama. That's what we're looking forward to. We go racing today then in the state of Victoria, where the drivers have 14 corners and 3.28 miles to navigate at an average lap speed of around 120 miles per hour. The close proximity of the barriers make accidents inevitable, and recent history shows us that a safety car is not at all out of the question. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Piastri, Yuki Tsunoda, Graham, Sainz, Russell, Stroll, and Charles Leclerc. Albon, Hülkenberg, Fernando Alonso, and Ocon. Gasly, Antonelli, Jack Doohan and Liam Lawson. Behrman and Isaac Hadjar rounds off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. So I'm sure there'll be plenty to talk about this afternoon, and who's going to talk about it with us? None other than Naomi Schiff. Hi, Naomi. As much as I like testing, and I do love testing, and I've really enjoyed the build-up here and all the speculation, I really want to see some action. And finally today, we get some proper action on the track.
This is always such an exciting time in the season. First of all, it's the first time they'll be racing their new cars. So that's always an exciting thing for drivers to look forward to. But also, they've had a long time off during the winter break. So it's about dusting the cobwebs off, getting the rust off of their bones, and really getting their elbows out there.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
AI is giving control to you.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. fastest lap of the race so far. Okay, mate, we've got some clear track around us now, so let's use it and make this next lap a quick one. Let's go. Nice work, you smashed it. Really good job on hitting that target, mate. Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap.
AI is now taking control.
It is now.
Absolutely awesome. Just amazing, mate. Well done.
We've witnessed some great battles on the streets of Melbourne today then, and they've taken a fantastic win.
Well, they kept us guessing during pre-season testing. We all wondered who it was going to be, and to have them draw out here today, that they are the ones to beat, just goes to show that all the work they put in has really counted.
Sauber have been winning fans the world over with their brilliant driving and showing that they're a force to be reckoned with out there on the track. They'll certainly be building on that fan base after today's excellent results. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next. It's time again then for Formula One in Shanghai. Northwest of the thriving city of over 24 million people is a circuit that first featured in the championship calendar back in 2004. It played host to Formula One's 1000th Grand Prix back in 2019. We start a lap here at Shanghai with the long, difficult right-handers of turns 1 and 2, the first of 16 corners that make up this 3.3-mile circuit. The incredibly long back straight provides the best passing opportunity of the lap, with speeds in excess of 200 miles per hour before we head into the braking zone of turn 14. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Russell, Sainz, Esteban Ocon and Leclerc, Piastri, Fernando Alonso, Hülkenberg and Alex Albon, Tsunoda, Antonelli, Liam Lawson and Hamilton, Stroll, Hadjar, Pierre Gasly and Graham. Doohan and Ollie Behrman rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. And alongside me in the commentary box today, a man who I always look up to, which is easier said than done, Anthony Davidson. And let's talk momentum with this driver. What a sprint it was. They start at 0 once again for today, but with a huge amount of confidence, surely. Well, they'll definitely be glad that there's not a sprint race today. Let's face it, the sprint couldn't have gone much worse, but what we're looking for today is a reaction. Now, you're the racing driver in this partnership, so tell us about this racing driver. Put us in their shoes. How are they going to be feeling?
Well, you've got to be prepared, Crofty. Before you even step foot inside the car, you've got to know, you've got to have a pre-race game plan. You've watched videos before you get into the car of previous races gone by. You know where you have to place your car if X, Y or Z happens in front of you or behind you. So having this clear game plan is absolutely essential before you get in the car.
Okay.
AI is giving control to you.
Okay, mate, that was an illegal manoeuvre. You've got to cede that position or we'll receive a penalty. Right, you've been pushing your luck on track limits too much and we've been given a 3-second penalty. Right, you've been pushing your luck on track limits too much and we've been given a 3-second penalty. DRS now enables. DRS enables. I'm afraid you've been given a time penalty for that last incident, mate. If you keep this up, we're going to get disqualified. Be more careful out there. Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race. Okay, mate, focus up. I know you spent some time off track, but let's see if we can bring it back. Keep it tidy as much as you can, please. Yes, mate, we hit the target. Nice work. started the final lap of the race. Final lap.
AI is now taking control.
It is now.
There'll be smiles at the factory after that one. A great race and a real team performance to take victory here in Shanghai.
And it's always good, Crofty, to get that momentum on your side, and it's really good for your confidence as well. The more confident you are, the further that can take you.
Sauber in the #1 spot on the podium today. What a thrilling race, and what an excellent result for this team, who've never stopped fighting for that top step.